right, boom. All right, so let's get this training started. So again, this is an HFX overview. So for anybody that's been wanting to get into HFX, but just don't know like if this is the academy they want to choose to get into, but I'm gonna tell you guys really right now, like this is the first academy I started when I first came in, because when I heard you can make money in minutes, I was like, yeah, I want to see what that's about. So literally being in the rich family, we do have a HFX Quick Start for you guys to come in and be profitable within the first 48 to 72 hours of you joining this opportunity. So what I'm going to do is kind of break down what HFX is, but also, you know, just the tools that are going to come along with getting the HFX package. So first, what you want to do is pretty much just understand the services, right? Understand what you actually pay for when you join this opportunity. So you want to go ahead and log into your im.center, and you want to basically just go through those academy videos. All right, that's going to be the basics, right? You want to know the basic terminology before you even hop into a go live session. So the go live is basically, you know, where you're actually earning, you know, your income, you're making profits while being educated by the educators, right? So I always say, you know, go live is going to be your best friend. Okay, so definitely when you are starting off in your trading journey, get on the go lives, okay? Because that is where you're going to make your money. So then the next thing you want to do is you want to know the tools that you're going to actually have access to. So literally, you know, you have access to over 17 products, guys. So you definitely want to just pick and choose which ones that fit, you know, your trading style, or which one ever you just have more interest in getting into. So definitely y'all pick and choose, play with the different tools, and see which one you actually like. So what's first? Is this still Forex? Okay, I know a lot of people get this confused and be like, is this still Forex? Yes, it is. It's definitely still Forex, but it's just kind of like a faster pace of Forex, or some people call it Forex on steroids. So definitely it is basically, you're not actually putting in a stop loss or a take profit in the MetaTrader 4 app like how we usually do when we get signals. But what we're doing is we're just putting in a trade in the market and waiting to see if it's going to close above our entry or below our entry in a certain amount of time. So usually if you guys have been on my sessions before, I usually like to take 3-minute trades. So I'm analyzing on a 5-minute chart, but I'm looking to get into a 3-minute trade. So that's why they call it money in minutes, because you can legit make money in minutes. So again, you actually want to make sure that you're getting on the live trading sessions, right, with our educators, because they are the professionals. Okay, so definitely that is where you're going to be learning the skill set. Again, using the tools, they're going to teach you how to use the different tools, because at the end of the day, you want to be an independent trader. Okay, you don't want to rely on the go lives all the time. Yes, in the beginning, that's what you're going to do, but in the end, you want to become an independent trader. So learn how to use the tools. And so we're going to help you guys fund up your broker accounts. But you also will want to get in with your nearest leader, whoever brought you in, so they can help you fund your account, because you can, you know, mess it up if you don't know what you're doing. But then also, I highly encourage people to withdraw when they are trading, okay? Because this is what's gonna like feed your energy. This is gonna be feeding your motivation, because it's not real until it hits your account, okay? So when you're making money in the market at the end of the week, withdraw that money. You know, I don't care if it's $20, $50, whatever the case is, you definitely want to withdraw, because you actually want to build that relationship with the brokers, because there's a lot of fraud, you know, that kind of goes on with different brokers. And I never had any experiences where I couldn't get my money out my broker unless like somebody took a bonus. So a bonus just means that you have to multiply your account by 3 times. So that's a little bit more technical. I'm not going to get too much into the bonus, but if you have a bonus, you're not able to withdraw right away. So when you are funding up your brokers, get with your leader so they can be able to fund you up properly, so you can be able to withdraw. All right, so when it comes to HFX, we do have different brokers that we do recommend for you guys. Depending on how much you're starting off with will depend on which broker is best for you. I do have brokers that I do use because I am building 2 accounts. So just in case one, broker isn't working that day, I have another broker that I can go into. So the suggested brokers that we kind of recommend for you guys is IQcent, Vibe Forex, Race Options, all great brokers, right? But again, depending on how much you are starting off with, will depend on which broker is going to be recommended for you. So we do fund up our brokers with Bitcoin. And then that is how you're going to fund your account. So that's why it's a process when it comes to funding your brokers, because if you send your money, to the broker and the Bitcoin address may be wrong or something, like that money is just going to be gone. Like there's no way we can trace that money back. So you want to know how to actually fund up your brokers properly. So then that way, if you ever bring somebody else on, you know how to set them up as well. Okay, so definitely drop some ones in the chat if that makes sense. I want to make sure I'm not going too fast because like I said, we are starting late and I don't want to keep you guys long. So, okay, I see the ones. Perfect. All right, so really quick, I just want to walk through this broker. So this is actually IQcent. So this is a broker that I actually use when I am trading HFX. So usually I show this like on my sessions. I kind of break it down how we navigate the broker. So, if you haven't started HFX, this is definitely where you will want to know, like, how do I actually navigate these brokers once I get to trading in the markets with the educators? Because you're going to have this pulled up on the go live session, okay? Because you're going to be taking trades when they are calling them out. So really quick, over on the left-hand side, these is our currency pairs. All right, so we know all the currency pairs that we have when we're trading. So whenever you're on the go live sessions, they're going to call out a currency pair. And so what you would want to do is you would want to choose that currency pair as quick as possible. Okay, so in the beginning, it might take you a little bit of time to search for, the different currency pairs, but that's okay. Okay, but you would want to find that currency pair as quick as possible because it's time-based trading. So every second is going to count. So if you taken all day to find the currency pair, they could have been called out the trade by now, right? So you got to be, moving at a fast pace and paying attention. So if you've been on my session, y'all know I be having my son sometimes, and it's definitely been a skill for me to adjust to. Like I had to actually learn how to choose the currency pair at a quick pace while my son is like getting into the refrigerator or something. So it's definitely, there's going to be distractions around you, but then that is why you have to pay attention to what the educator is telling you or whoever session you're on. So if they say, we're going to look at NZD USD, you want to make sure that you choose NZD USD. Right? And right here, it's actually paying out 76%. So usually if the currency pair is paying out over 70%, that's a good currency pair to choose because you're going to get a high payout. Okay. Excuse me. And then at the top there, that is where the time is actually going to be displayed. So when you are choosing what time frame you want to trade on, it'll be there at the top. Okay. So shifting over to the right hand side. Okay, let me know if I need to slow down. I know we got a lot of new people. Okay, so I'll slow down. I think I'm talking too fast. So shifting over to the right hand side, at the top there, that's where you're going to find your account balance. Okay, and then right there where it says time, that is where you're going to choose which time frame you want to trade. So if you're ever on my session, you're going to choose 3 minutes. Because we trying to make money in 3 minutes. We trying to get in and out of the market in 3 minutes. Okay. So you'll get comfortable whichever time frame. There's not, one that I really like besides 3 minutes. Sometimes I trade 15 minutes if I'm on milli mil session. So whatever, time frame you choose, you're going to figure out which one works for you. Okay. And then in the amount section, you're going to put how much you're going to risk. Okay. So you will already know how much you're risking before you even put in the trade. So just like regular Forex, like how you got to calculate, how much is your stop loss going to be? Because if the market goes against you, this is how much you're going to lose. But when it comes to HFX, you already know how much you're risking. So depending on your account size will depend on how much you should be risking. Again, proper risk management, right? So right here, someone put in $10 and then it says profit of $7.70. So if I were to win this trade, I'm going to win $17.70. So you're going to know how much you're going to be risking, and you're going to know how much you're going to profit. Okay. And so then the call and the put button, whatever session you're on, they're going to let you know to hit call or put, right? Call equals buy. If you need to take a screenshot of this, definitely do it. And then put equals sell. So all of this is really follow directions. They're going to let you know what currency pair to choose. They're going to let you know what time frame to put it on, right? And they're going to let you know to either call or put in this one particular trade they're analyzing. And so then those three numbers that you see underlined, 421, that is what we call a strike price. That is where the market is currently at that time. So if the educator says, hey, when the market hits 421, hit the call button or the green button, okay? Or if they say when it hits 421, hit the red button, which is the put button, okay? So all we're doing is placing an entry in the market and seeing if it's gonna close above our entry or below our entry in 3 minutes. So if that's something that you feel like you can do, it's not too much, drop some fives in the chat. Like I said, it's all about following directions and listening. So you gotta get your listening skills going. And so the last thing that I actually wanna show you guys in the bottom right-hand corner is called the rollover. So this is when we need to buy ourselves extra time in a particular trade. So let's just say, we were expecting the market to go up, right? But, it's just still not, it's just like, consolidating, or it may drop below our entry. We just may have to roll over for extra time before it actually goes our way, right? And so I have a rule of doing 2 rollovers. You're gonna have your own rules for yourself when you are trading. My rule is 2 rollovers, because sometimes the market is just going one way, and it may take it a little bit more time for it to really go the way I really want it. But I don't want to keep hitting that rollover button. Like, we don't know exactly where the market is going. All we can do is predict which way the market may go. Okay. So I don't like to get caught up on rollover. Some brokers don't even have the rollover button. Okay. So you definitely have to be careful with the rollover, because you might be in a trade and you're like, man, I know it's going to go my way. I marked up my chart. It's supposed to go my way. And then it just never goes your way. Just let it go. Just let it go. Okay. So that's the broker. So when it comes to HFX, there are products that you should get when you are trading HFX. So what you want to do is log into your back office, im.academy, and you would want to go to shopping cart, because this is where you're going to find the hourglass tool. So hourglass is specifically for HFX, but if you know how to trade regular Forex, you can use the hourglass tool as well. Okay. So go to shopping cart. And once you get to shopping cart, you want to scroll all the way to the bottom, and you're going to find that hourglass tool. It's $22.95 a month. Okay. And this is probably like my favorite tool out of all the tools. But again, you want to find which product works for you. I'm a scalper. I like to get in and out of the market. So when it comes to hourglass, it's $22.95 a month. So once you click on it, pay it, and you'll have it. So there's 2 ways to log into Hourglass. So you can actually go into im.center, type in, or you actually can type it in your browser, hourglass.im, and it'll bring up the product right away, and you just log in. Or you can go to im.center, go to strategies, and go to HFX, and you will find your Hourglass tool that way. So either way works. All right, so this is the last thing that I want to show you guys, because this is actually how the Hourglass tool looks. So when I first seen this, I didn't know what I was looking at. So if you are scared right now, it's okay. Okay, because it's definitely something that you got to practice looking at. You got to train your eyes to see exactly what you're supposed to look at. So if I was looking at this right now, I would know that this is a good trade to get into, just because I've been looking at this product for a long time. Okay. They did do some updates. So I'm not going to get too much into that, but I just wanted to show you guys what the tool actually looks like when you open it. So if we're saying, hey, we're going to look at GBP CAD, right? These currency pairs get called out every 5 minutes. These are trade ideas. So if I'm looking at GBP CAD, I'm gonna say, hey, on my session, let's look at GBP CAD. You're gonna switch your broker to GBP CAD, right? You're already gonna have your time frame selected on 3 minutes because we're taking 3-minute trades. And I'm gonna say, hey, this looks like a good buy setup. So you already know I'm looking for a buy. Now I just gotta know when to get in, right? So it's all about, training yourself to read these products because it's going to make it easier for you to analyze the market. All right. This is what the products are made for, to make it easier for you. Because sometimes people can't just look at naked charts. They need indicators, right? And these indicators are built into these products to make it easier for you. All right. So I got some more stuff on this PowerPoint that I usually show on my sessions, but since we're short on time and I didn't want to go too much in depth because I know we got a lot of new people that's starting to get into HFX, and I don't want to get too technical because you can definitely get really technical. So if you guys got value from this training, drop some 5s in the chat. All right, because at the end of the day, y'all, we don't get paid to do these trainings. These are just stuff that we would want to do for the community, for you guys, the family. Like, this is just value that we're giving back to you guys to let you guys know, like, we came from having no knowledge of trading. All right, I came from not having no knowledge of trading, but I decided to be a student, plug into the system, plug into the go lives, and learn how to use these products. It took me about a month to learn how to use the Hourglass product. So if you made money, right, on HFX, or if you made money on my session, or if you made money from Hourglass, drop some fire in the chat. Let people know that these products actually work. All right, it's not the person that's really calling out the trades. It's the person that's actually looking at the product, learning it, and knowing that these products work. I gotta have trust in the products because that's gonna make you more confident in telling people about it, right? So that's all I got for you guys. I wanted to keep it real short and cute. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead, drop them in the chat, and we can definitely get your questions answered because we got a lot of veterans on this call that can be able to help you as well. So thank you for the gems. You are so welcome, Cameron. So drop the questions if you guys have questions. So I'm actually going to post this training on my YouTube channel. And also, guys, make sure you go back in the chat, let them know that, hey, y'all just missed out on HFX training. Like, if y'all not trying to make money in minutes, y'all are sleeping. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're going to wrap this up if you guys don't have any questions. But if you do have questions and you just need some more help, definitely go back to the chats, drop the questions in the chat. Somebody will reach back out to you. So guys, have a good night, and I will see you guys later.